There was a man at Union Carbide.
Yes. Yeah, right.
That you saw something different in him. He was a strong believer. You said he knew the Bible backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
But he was a seed that was planted in your life.
Oh, listen, I tell you, life is funny, and the Lord is funny, how he lets us go through stuff, right? I mean, imagine I graduate Yale with an English degree. I got all these awards and stuff, and you graduate, and now what? Now what? You want to be a writer? I want to be a writer. And I just floundered. I believe the Lord allowed me to flounder. And I always say things got so bad that I moved back in with my parents. And you don't want to do that, especially if it's my parents, because they're not going to have, a lot of American parents be like, oh, Eric's finding himself, right? Yeah. My parents are like, yeah, you need to find yourself a job.
Your parents
and get out of here, right?
You graduate from college, you need a job.
They worked menial jobs to put me through college. They didn't get to go to college. And like, what happened here? What's the problem, And so I was in such pain that for the first time in my life, because I'm living with my parents, that was no fun, right? And first time in my life, I was maybe open to God, but not really, because I was trained at Yale. You avoid those people. Those are crazy people. They don't, but if you're in enough pain, you may be open to things you wouldn't be open to at other times. But the Lord spoke to me in a dream. Actually, I'll tell people, if you go to my website, just my name, ericmetaxas.com, I have a video there where I explain it. But the Lord used my friend Ed. He was talking to me, but I was still kind of like, I'm listening, but like, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to church with you. I don't want to have a Bible study in the lunchroom. That's weird, right? One night, only the Lord could do this. One night, the Lord spoke to me in a dream. And when I say a dream, I don't mean a normal dream. It was a vision from God where he spoke to me in a way that would have made no sense to any other human being. What I call it, when I preached on it, I call it the secret vocabulary of your heart. The Lord knows each of us so intimately, way better than we know ourselves. And he spoke to me. I mean, I won't tell the story because it's sort of complicated, but the bottom line is, he spoke to me in a way that in the dream I knew this is God. In other words, there's no way a normal dream or anything could have, you know when people talk about somebody read your mail, right?
Yeah.
God read my mail and spoke to me, and I even say that he kind of one-upped me with my own symbol system, because I had this kind of crazy idea, from when I'd been at Yale about God and all religions are the same and all this kind of stuff. And the Lord just flipped it in the dream and like served it up on a platter and just blew my mind. And in the dream, it culminates a symbolic thing. The Greek word for fish is ichthus. That's the ancient Greek word. And whenever my dad would see on the back of a car one of those silver fish,
let's put that up on the screen.
He would say, yeah, there you go. He would always say, Eric, he was really excited about the Greek part, because Greeks are excited to be Greek, right? He said, that's a Greek word. The ancient Christians, the early Christians, they wouldn't use the sign of the cross. They would secretly use the sign of the fish. Why? Because the Greek word for fish, ichthus, is an acronym, Isus Christos Theos Imon Sotir, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, our Savior. And he always would say that. And in the dream, again, I'm not telling the whole story, but in the dream, it involved fishing. I grew up, I was in bass tournaments and stuff. You wouldn't expect that from New Yorker, right? I was in Connecticut. And in the dream, I'm on a frozen lake.
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing. And there's more to it, which is why I tell people go to ericmetaxas.com, because I want you to get the details. But in the dream, the Lord, I picked up a golden fish out of the hole in the ice. And I knew instantly, it's like the Lord spoke to me, this is ichthus. This is my Son, your Savior, Jesus Christ. You've been looking for something, you don't know what. This is my son, a living person. And in the dream, it was like a fairy tale, because it was a golden fish, but it was alive. And the Lord spoke to me, you've been looking for my son. And in the dream, I was flooded with joy, standing on this frozen lake with the ice and the sun and the blue sky. And I knew my search was over. And even better, I knew that God was real, because I did not believe an intelligent, educated person could know. And I knew. And that happened on my 25th birthday. I have never looked back by his grace. And I just said at that point, I was like, Lord, whatever you want me to do, here I am. And he has taken me on the craziest journey.
You know what that says? For all you parents and grandparents watching, if you've got a son or daughter or a grandchild, they've gone off to college, they've lost their way, or they're running with the wrong crowd, don't give up. Keep praying for them. Keep loving them, because
Amen.
God can cause them to have a dream, a vision, a divine encounter, or send somebody their way
Amen.
at school or on the workplace and sow a seed, and then God will do the rest.